Tonight, Hamas militants and rockets are still raining down on southern Israel.
And this as Israeli fighter jets targeting the terrorist organization destroyed Palestinian neighborhoods in Gaza. Thousands of people have died and thousands more have been injured. ABC's Melissa Adon has the latest.
Amid the ongoing conflict in Israel and Gaza, the death toll growing rapidly on both sides. Israel now urging citizens to the north to seek shelter after a hostile aircraft entered its airspace from Lebanon. The IDF declaring it is ready for war with Hezbollah. Hamas rockets raining down on the southern Israeli city of Ashkelon. The U.S. State Department says more than a dozen Americans are dead and many are still missing, with an unknown number being held hostage. Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has formed an emergency wartime government with a leading opposition figure to oversee the fight against Hamas terrorists. Netanyahu speaking with President Biden again for the fourth time, thanking him for America's support. Biden speaking during a meeting with Jewish community leaders at the White House.
My commitment to Israel's security and the safety of the Jewish people is unshakable. The United States has Israel's back, and I have yours as well, both at home and abroad.
Gaza now without electricity. Their only power plant is out of fuel as Israeli defense forces continue to stay on the offensive, unleashing a barrage of airstrikes into Gaza. The destruction now more apparent. Food and water also running low in Gaza after Israel cut off resources in the region. And in a sign of unity, Israelis in Holon, north of Gaza, heard singing their national anthem across apartment balconies, clinging to hope. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
Today, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin said the Norfolk-based Navy aircraft carrier USS Gerald R Ford has arrived off the coast of Israel.
We've also moved to extend U.S. Air Force fighter squadrons in the region, and the Department of Defense stands fully ready to deploy additional assets if necessary.
We're trying to deter any future aggression and deter war, and that's what being a strong nation does. And it's important that we send a very clear message that we stand with Israel.
The Ford Group includes the Oceania-based carrier Air Wing 8, the Norfolk-based USS Normandy, and USS Ramage.
Today, Governor Glenn Youngkin visited Virginia Beach to meet with representatives of Hampton Roads Jewish community. Stephanie Johnson joins in the studio now with more on the governor's promise amid this ongoing violence we're seeing in Israel. Stephanie.
Dan, Governor Glenn Youngkin met with several rabbis and professors in a closed-door meeting this afternoon where he listened to their outrage about the attacks and their concerns about the safety of the Jewish community right here in Virginia.
In the divinity of every human life, how can those who pretend to be religious violate the basic edicts of proper conduct?
Rabbi Israel Zoberman is outraged and frightened after Hamas militants attacked his home country over the weekend. Although he has lived in Virginia for 40 years, he's concerned about his two sisters who still live in Israel.
To hear my sisters who are in the 70s, my age, with that sense of fear for their children, for their grandkids, for themselves, grips you in such a way that you just cannot do anything else.
The Jewish community across Virginia, we wholeheartedly condemn the barbaric acts that have taken place in Israel and also fully want to support Israel as a nation.
On Wednesday, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin met with rabbis, professors, and others in the Jewish community to reassure them that the Commonwealth is taking steps to keep all those in the Jewish faith safe.
Our Attorney General has been championing an anti-Semitism commission as well. And they just had training for the latest cadets in our state police.
While Rabbi Zoberman was happy to talk to the governor, he has a message for his sisters back in Israel.
Be strong, be strong. We in America have not abandoned you.
Governor Youngkin also said he has met with some leaders in the Muslim community in Virginia as well. They said that they condemn the attacks in Israel, and Youngkin's administration is working to make sure there are no acts of violence against mosques in the area. Back to you.
And the governor today also praised President Biden for supporting Israel.